So in today's video, we're gonna discuss about what the cybersecurity is and for business, startups and corporates. So mainly this is an informative video for anyone who is seeking to how it can secure its business transactions, why there is a need of securing a cybersecurity, or if anyone is starting to plan startup and know what the cybersecurity means to them or any corporates which are in this. So first of all, we will cover what is cybersecurity. Second, we will cover what are the trends of cybersecurity. Third are what are the origin of cyber threats which we need to prevent. And fourth are the some technical softwares and the ways to prevent a cybersecurity. So let us continue. So first of all, let us see what is cybersecurity means. So basically, cybersecurity means that the invasion or attack on your personal data over the internet. Now, many of you know about this term, but still, this is an informative view we are discussing about from basics. So it is invasion of what happens actually when we are in a company or when we are in a group. There are a thousand of things which keeps company going and it hamper and leakage of it can hampers company's security. So that is a cyber threat and that is the need of cybersecurity. Suppose your company have some data that is your company's account detail. If we take a very basic, many companies have many things which we have to keep saying that, like its source code, like its source code, product, US, its basic recipe, and all these things. Basic model. So, but here we are taking example of a bank account. So this is a company's bank account, and suppose a user A will share a information of bank account for a official purpose to be over the internet. If a person from internet will capture this bank account, this is known as cybersecurity. Not only bank account, people will capture your data too. So this is the cybersecurity. Now let us, if we have a quick brief of what is cybersecurity is. So now let us see what are the trends of cybersecurity. So now let us see what are the trends of cybersecurity. As these days, because of COVID times, many people will work from home from their own devices, not their company's device. So here comes a point. When we will know why will company give their own devices to workers, because those devices are well protected from a cybersecurity. In those devices, there are special software which prevent the unauthorized access to websites and prevent their employees to access their website or share their company's data. But as the work from home increases, it means that people or employees are using their own computers, their own networks, their own VPN, their own Wi-Fi. So for one company's data, there are hundred of Wi-Fi which are responsible for the internet connection. That's why it means the company's secure information is got everywhere. So it is important to channelize this. That's the increase. That's why the cyber security demand increases over the time. So this is the works from home effect that the company people will use their own devices, not company's devices, so that the risk of increasing company's threat will be 100 times faster. So now with increasing trends, the company's cyber security should also increases. That's why I made this video, so that many companies or a business or a startups can know what the cyber security is, and as increasing trends they can secure them. In the video further we will discuss how these cyber security trends impact and what we can do to prevent and manage the remote team having the full cyber security access at low or minimal costs. So now let us see what are the major cyber security hacks. The first is obviously untrusted websites which does not have SSL certificates always hamper us. Many hackers have a phishing attack from it. Now you will wonder what is phishing. So phishing is generally denoted by this like phishing. So phishing is getting into someone's data with and knowing about that without that person's content is known as phishing. So during the phishing, what happens? A hacker can see your conversations, your legal documents, or anything. Second is crypto. Yeah, cryptocurrency is the following trend which are in these days, but cryptocurrency always also is there with a hack of cybersecurity. Now, many people wonder how can crypto be a cybersecurity attack? With crypto, when we download it, it can carry some ransomware. And here again, I am not talking about the real brands, I'm talking about the one which ransom can be created. So, an hacker can contain ransomware with the crypto, and it as soon as you download your crypto, as soon as you make a crypto account, that ransomware get into your devices, and that for from that you can from that the hacker can steal your data, steal your documents, steal your bank account details, and all of the secure device. So yes, before buying crypto, make sure that you don't do any company's original work with the help of with that account or with that device. So crypto, you should be very careful. Third are links, unclickable links, which are already in market when from unknown sources. When links come, we should not click them. Fourth is unencrypted message. These days, WhatsApp and many other web chat based platforms is focusing on encrypted message. So that is what is encrypting message. So encrypting message, for those who don't know, that if a person sends a message to b person, so what happen is when a person types a message, it get it as soon as it leaves the phone, then it get converted into small packets, which is encrypted security, and no one can read them in between this part. So after that, it will reaches out at b. So encrypted message never allow anyone to read it from midway. Either it's sharing the personal details or either sharing the legal documents. No one is able to decrypt it in fact. So unencrypted message is a platform. So you should make sure that you use a encrypted platforms, not unencrypted. There are many new platforms which we people use, but their messaging services are unencrypted. So you should never rely on such platforms. Next is less secure personal devices. How personal devices can become a less secure? Because personal devices can be less secure because we will browse so many websites that ask for our cookies, and we easily grant them cookies. These cookies store our personal data and help the hacker to look over it. So we should not make the things from if we access the sites from our work office or work device. So now these are the things and how a cyber attack can occur at us in a professional now. So there are many more things in which people can attack. But the motive of this video is to not to know about the region. This is just a basic. What we have to know is that how to prevent a cyber security for that. So let us discuss it. So now let us see what are the current trends in cybersecurity versus old trends. So current trend for old trends, we used to build a corporate firewalls so that all the devices which come under that corporation, it comes under it. But new trend is zero trust policy. Now what is zero trust policy is that we verify every request before it, no matter what it is, no matter how much secure it is, but still we will verify it. We should give a full authentic information to a dedicated person on internet. That is, if the account is related as an admin, so not a multiple accounts are related, but the account which is related to an admin should be completely authenticated. So next, if we always have to look at the source of request, no matter what request we arriving, we should before after even verifying the request, we should look at source, because here we cannot take a risk to hamper our security. So new zero trust policy basically works on protect, first of all protection from data, second detect, and third investigate. So now you said how can we do that? So you can either make your own thing, so that to include, or you can just view the new software. There are many software protection companies which are coming, but having them totally is not a total solution to it, because in today's world we will share a numerous of documents, word doc, PDFs, Excel sheets, transcripts, that will hamper our security. So having only a few, or you can say the few cybersecurity act does not let the so we will complete a complete solution. So protecting our data, that is website from, we can you take a full access like new softwares like Microsoft Google Premium Business. That is a very good trend to trend cybersecurity, which includes many security and prevent us from attacks. Obviously, security threats are preventing by antivirus softwares. But this antivirus software cannot detect upon the materials which are going outside, that like PDA, which are sharing continuously over a network due to work from home. So let us see how can you manage that and what I am saying about using a Microsoft 365 Premium Business. So now let us see what are the few steps you can make to make your more cyber secure. So let us make a few cyber securities. How can you make a cyber secure even for the employees which are working from home? So first of all, you should know you should have a application, or you should have a software where you can access the all the devices which are connected for your work, and you should maintain a regular keep check on a security score and try to improve it over a time. Security score is a percentage score how that device much is security protected over internet. Or you can, if you are not having all the employees, you can, what you can do is you can ask for a security score of each your employee's device every day. Compliance score is generally a way that how much people or how much thing is trying to attack on your computer. This is a compliance score. So, and how your computer will communicate with other, and which website you are communicating. If you are communicating over a trusted website, the compliance score will be great. And if you are accessing sites which are harmful, then it will be low. So make sure that all of your employees and all of your devices on which your companies work should always have a high security score and compliance score. Just keep a daily track on it. So now keep a track on users. Active users, there are three categories of users: active user, non-active user, contract-based users, and deleted users. Now let us. So for example, you are constantly in touch with an employer or a person who is regular in activities. So that is an active user. Unactive user, in which you have to work with a 2 or 3 days, a freelancer. Third is guest user. Guest user is what? A freelancer, you can say. Fourth is deleted users, which employee which drops your company is known as deleted user. Make sure that you delete all the data, all the permissions from that employee or that user. Always keep a daily update on every user. Keep track on devices they use. Suppose you have 10 employees or more than 10. So you should know which employee will operate your computer from will operate the things of your company from which device. Either it uses computer, either it's a phone, and if a phone, so which phone? What is the IP address? Make sure that if if you see that the IP address will changing, then ask them why this is changing. Because sometimes hackers change the IP address and access your information. So make sure that they use the same device connect. If you find the device which is not known, then you can remove that device from your server or from your company's network. Create a group for different teams. For example, like HR, marketing, finance, you can create a different groups so that you can provide them only necessary details for them. This is one point. This is only a one point. It is an error. So yeah, make a group for HR, marketing, finance. So example. So only provide, for example, HR. What is employees the information? But this has nothing to do with marketing and finance. So just provide the details within their channel and also make sure that detail is encrypted overall. Keep your eyes active on keep your eyes on active users while using your. You should know which services are user using. If they are not using an antivirus or if they are not using any server, you should know, because on their personal devices they are very much hamper on it. So see services health. Services health is the need which suppose your computer needs to be get antivirus updated. So you should keep on the check how much. See service health. So service health is what? Service health is basically how much time, what is the status of your computer? Does it need antivirus? Does it have any threat? So you should keep at least 4 times a week service health. Always protect your document encrypted, or already told about encryption. Always protect your document. And for password sharing, use only encrypted messages, not a message which are not encrypted. Only use a verified source of medium to share the passwords and protect documents. So next thing which you can do is multiple factor authentication. Make sure that whatever your main channel to communicate with the people of your team, your onboard members, that channel should have a multiple factor authentication. That each user, if enters in that channel, should go through a multiple factor so that it can get that yes, only that user can access. And if any other can try to access, even it takes a one security level and other security it cannot break. So always use a multiple factor authentication. If you see there is a name change in name or there is a spelling mistake email from the same name of your person or employee or an onboard member, just got attentive to that mail, because sometimes what hackers do, it fills the same email just with one or two spelling error, and with hurry we cannot know about that spelling error, or we're just not bother about that. So for that you should always ban those users, and you should always be careful to know whenever a thing is come to you and whenever you see a sign up from a different mail, always make sure to do that. Now you are asking that yes, we know how to do that, we know where to do that, then what we can do? There are multiple software in market which can do, but for my personal experience, I believe that Microsoft 365 Business Premium is already have is all security gaps, because it also, I researched about it, and it also has a zero trust policy. If you want, I just share these snapshots of its dashboard and you can see that yes, it has a great feature. It really personally inspires me. So it personally is a I feel very innovative it is. So yeah, I will share you, I can recommend it to you, and I will share some snapshots of it. So let us look at some snippets. This is the snippet of Microsoft, because 365, because I've used that one only. So this is how it is secure, showing a secure score. It is how it's showing is action needed to be taken and what action is needed to be taken on it. Here you can at in one uh, pack you can add all the active user, all your employees in this space, and here from you can add a guest user and you can delete the user also. So you have complete control to your active use. That is, I'm talking about what is active devices. Here you can also control that. You came to know what devices are connected to your network or what are users or resources. So this is a dashboard known as content. This shows the properties which are being in use or not. So which companies, which privacy should be given to the, it used to basically use for building a properties. This is compliance center. This is a different thing. It has a compliance code. This is a data, and this those are data classification. That how can you task? That is this data is for one. This data is for two. This data is three. It tells about the data. For example, the data is more secure. That is this data need improvement. This not. This not. So this shows the level of data. No that no sensitivity level detected means there is no sensitive data there. So next thing is just this sensitive data, no activity detected, that which is activity, suspicious activity is acting on it, which audit action. So this is how cyber securities work, and this is the first platforms which used to prevent that is Microsoft 365 premium business, and how can we manage the cyber security in it. If we want to have a complete tour of this, I will make sure that I will give you, let you know. And if you like the video, subscribe, like it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and hope to see you again.